Good evening, I'm Shameka Neely. Drought conditions across Indiana are severely hurting the state's corn crop. One Purdue agricultural economist says if those conditions expand nationally, it will lead to a fight over food versus fuel. Indiana is the fifth largest corn and soybean producer in the country, and no major corn producing state has been hit harder by the drought this year than Indiana. The dry conditions have already created a 20% drop in corn production. Purdue ag economist Chris Hurt says that's creating a troublesome situation when it comes to ethanol. Gasoline blenders are required by federal law to use a certain amount of ethanol. Also, Hurt says that the ethanol industry is basically guaranteed the first 5 billion bushels of corn produced. Plans for a bridge connecting Interstate 69 from Indiana to Kentucky are in the works. As WTIU's Dan Goldblatt reports, the bridge is likely to become a toll road.
The bridge, although likely still many years from completion, is a joint project between the two states. Executive Director of Hoosier Voices for I-69, Morgan Hutton, says the new bridge will probably be funded through a public-private partnership and become a toll bridge.
Just in this reality with gas tax revenues declining, which is the typical transportation funding mechanism. So kind of both sides on the river in Kentucky and Indiana, there's a realization and an acceptance that a toll may be in place to get that bridge completed.
Hutton says Kentucky is currently in the process of revamping portions of the Bluegrass Parkway that will be part of the interstate. She says parts have already been converted into I-69 in the northwest portion of the state. The portion of I-69 in Indiana between Evansville and the Crane Naval Facility is expected to be completed by the end of this year. For WTIU News, I'm Dan Goldblatt.
With the heat index rising this week, there are several organizations in south central Indiana that have opened up their doors as cooling stations during periods of excessive heat. Find a cooling center near you or by county. For an exhaustive list, please visit our website at indianapublicmedia.org.